All right, guys, welcome back. We have this beauty right here in one of my favorite parts of Austin. We have master bedroom, master bath, second bedroom, second bathroom, third bedroom, oh, third bathroom, fourth bedroom, fourth bathroom. What else? An office, a media room. Okay, I know you guys want to see the entire house. Let's go. That's right, so we have 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, over 3,000 square feet, a study, an entertainment room. You won't want to miss this one. We'll start out here with a study. Look at this beauty. Actually, let me take you to what you all want to see. Look at this dining room here. Check this out. Beauty. Let me show you the ceilings here. Look at that. What? Look at this nice custom cabinetry here. And then of course, what I really like about this floor plan is you have this separate living area, and then you have your dining on this side, obviously the kitchen, and then the details. Look at this arch, right, as you're coming in. I forgot to show you this. Look at the chandeliers with the beams. Beautiful. So let's go back to this living room here. Just take it in. Beautiful. Like I said, like I was mentioning, I like the fact that the living room is on this side, kitchen, and then you have the dining on that other side. One thing to point out, lately, I've been having clients that they don't like when the sink is on the island. So on this floor plan, guess what? The sink is away from the island, so you have all that space to meal prep. But beautiful, beautiful kitchen. Look at this. Stovetop, 2 ovens, a microwave, tons of cabinet space. I mean, talk about storage. The only downside that I would mention here would be the pantry. As you can see, limited space, right? But you have a ton of cabinet space, right, to make up for that. So like right here, this could perfectly fit, right, what you need for your pantry. So leave me a comment below. What do you guys think about this accent wall here? I think it's really nice with the stone and then the arch at the top. And then of course you have the beams. Beautiful. Engineered hardwood floor. You have your sliding doors here in the backyard. So when it's a nice day, you can kind of have that outside inside feel. And then of course we have a fireplace with a stone accent as well. Very classic look. Really nice. Let's check out the master next. Really nice. Look at this, beautiful. Now, as you guys know, this is the model, right? But I was just talking to the sales rep, and these typically, right, the home would come with just the wall, not these accents and the trim. Well, guess what? With this builder, you can actually do the trim work on the wall, obviously at an additional cost, but you can actually do it with them, because with most builders, you would have to do that after the fact. So I really like this nice sitting area. You know, you can sit down, have your coffee, read a book. Really nice space. Now for the master bath. Beautiful. What do you guys think of these accent walls? I'm seeing these more and more now, to where they put a specific tile on one of the walls of the bathroom to really make it pop. Really nice, huh? 2 sinks here. Makeup area, really nice. We have a walk-in closet with custom cabinetry. You can also do this through the builder, but to be honest, I don't recommend doing that because typically you can find it for a better price on your own. And a lot of the finishes that you see, again, you can do it with this builder, but sometimes it can be more economical to do it on your end. That is something that we can help you with, but you have to scan that QR code so we can schedule a Zoom and help you through the entire process, just like we've helped over 40 families last year find a home here in the Austin, Texas area. They either moved from out of town or they already lived here in Texas and we were able to help them through the process. So don't be shy, scan that QR code and we can help you. Okay, as we leave the master bedroom, and I will show you the backyard here in a second, let's go check out the secondary bedrooms here on the side. So coming off the kitchen, on this side you'll have 2 bedrooms, and wait until you see this laundry room and the butler's pantry. Let me show you the butler's pantry here. So even though you have that smaller pantry by the kitchen, look at this. This is really nice. Now with this floor plan, this could either be a setup like this, or it could become a utility room, right? A smaller laundry room. And then I'll show you the laundry room that they did here. But this is really nice. If you like to cook a lot, this is a really nice setup. What I've seen before is that some people add a sink, right, to this area in other homes, so that they can have this as a prep kitchen. So really cool. And you have a wine cooler here. And then of course, so instead of having this as your utility room or your laundry room, you have the option of making this gigantic laundry room / craft room, which is really, really nice. So I have a family up in Liberty Hill that built the same exact kitchen, and they're super, super happy with it. Because look at this. Gigantic. You can have the kids, while you're doing laundry, the kids can come in here, maybe do their homework, do some craft, or, you know, if you want to do some crafting yourself. And then of course you have room for another fridge and the washer and dryer, but beautiful laundry room. And then that would be the garage in there. So the door through there, that would be the garage. Okay. You also have the option of having a tandem garage. So technically you can fit 3 cars in a tandem garage. So you have your mudroom here, and then the 2 other bedrooms so what I like about this floor plan, like I showed you at the beginning, is that each bedroom will have its own private bath and a walk-in closet. Look at this. Private bath, walk-in closet, so the kids don't have to fight over the bathroom. But look at this. And then another private bath. So even if you have guests, they have their own private bath. And then let me show you the front of the house now. Okay, as we make our way to the front, I want you to admire this entrance right here. Look at this. Okay, as we continue, let me start up at the front with the bedroom. So you have 1 bedroom up at the front. Very spacious bedroom. And guess what? It has its own private bath with another walk-in closet. Interesting, right? And then, like I showed you at the beginning, you have this office or study area, which is really, really spacious. I really like the cabinets and the shelving. Makes it look really nice. And then we have the entertainment room or the media room here. So you could really make this into whatever you want to. It could be, kind of like a movie room like it's set up right now. It could be a private receiving area, right, for when you have guests, or another office. It's just really nice to have this space here. So, and then the half bath, I forgot to show you the half bath over here. So just for reference, kitchen, dining, entertainment room, and then you have the half bath right over here, which is nice to have for guests. So again, a total of 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bath, a little bit over 3,000 square feet. I always hit those. So let's go outside and let me show you this backyard and share a little bit more about where I'm at and the price, of course. So where are we located and why is this one of my favorite parts around the Austin area? So we are in Dripping Springs, Texas, and from this specific location, we're about 27 minutes from downtown Austin, guys. That is how close we are to downtown, but it does not feel like that, and that is why I love this area. We're actually in just southwest of Austin, Dripping Springs, Texas, one of my favorite suburbs around the entire area. And one of the main reasons is because of the nature, right? Dripping Springs is known as the gateway to the hill country. So you get lots of this that you see behind me, lots of trees, hills, more of that quiet feel away from the hustle and bustle. And I believe that Dripping Springs is considered a dark sky preserve community. So they tried to limit the light pollution in the area. So that makes it feel even more secluded, more private, quieter. So if that is a community that you're looking for, this is definitely a great option for you guys. Now, the home that we were just looking at, as far as the price point goes, starting price is right around $890,000, right? That is the base price. That is before any lot premiums, and that is before going to the design center and selecting all the finishes in the house, selecting all the structural options like extending the back patio or adding other things inside the house. So keep that in mind. When it comes to an inventory home, pricing wise, this one, as you guys know, so you have the difference between an inventory home and then building from the ground up, which is what we were just talking about. When it comes to an inventory home, you can typically get a better price. So this home prices, more than likely it'll be above $1 million, but obviously you're in a city, Dripping Springs, Texas, with top ranked school districts. They don't have a grade below an 8. So when you look at a scale of 0 to 10, any of their schools are not ranked below an 8. That's including the elementary, the middle school, and the high school, according to niche.com. So that is something to keep in mind. As far as the feel, I was just talking to the sales rep. What you're gonna find in this particular community, this hidden gem that I'm bringing to you, you're gonna get a lot of two types of families. So either a young family or you're gonna get empty nesters. So you get a nice combination or a nice mix of people here in this community. But here's the best part about this community, before I go into the HOA and the tax rate, is that they're only gonna build 600 homes total in the entire community. So it's gonna feel very small, very tight knit. They still have an amenity center with a pool, beautiful amenity center with a pool. So you'll have that. Trails all around, but it feels like you're only 25 minutes away from downtown Austin, but you feel like you're out in the country a little bit, but obviously upscale because, as you saw, beautiful homes. Now, when it comes to the tax rate, it is a 2.54 tax rate with a MUD, municipal utility district. That is included in the tax rate. That's actually a pretty decent tax rate for this type of community. And then the HOA is a little bit over $900 a year. So you're looking at what? That's right around 50 bucks, I guess. Right around 50 bucks a month, or around 200 bucks a quarter. So really, really nice HOA. But the beautiful part about this community is that you're 25 minutes from downtown Austin, 27 minutes, let's say 30 minutes. You have top ranked school districts according to niche.com, and then you have beautiful homes either sitting on 65-foot lots, 75-foot lots, or 85-foot lots. So plenty of space. And another thing that I forgot to mention is that every single lot will be backing up to green space, just like the one behind me. No neighbors behind you on any of the lots that you see here. So really, really nice. And the developer has done a great job of maintaining the green spaces and maintaining some of the old trees and some of the old oaks, which I love. So beautiful community, hidden gem here in Dripping Springs, Texas. You know what to do. Reach out to the number, the email, or scan this QR code right here to schedule that Zoom. Check out this beautiful backyard. Man, this is nice. Let me show you this view over here. That is nice. Now, something with this builder, something to keep in mind. Typically, a builder will not do this, but this one will put the shiplap in the ceiling and will also do the pavers or the nice stone on your back patio, because usually it would just be concrete. But I was talking to the sales rep and they can actually do that. And then let me just show you an example of the backyard, of these backyards. The size, now, you know, the landscaping and things like that typically doesn't come with the house. Actually, it doesn't. So don't pay attention to that. But the backyard itself, the size, and look at this. This is why this is one of my favorite parts of Austin, because of this. And this is an example of a 65-foot lot.